Audi has unveiled the third generation Q3, which it is expected to shake up the small luxury SUV category like your BMW X1, Mercedes GLA, Volvo XC40, Cupra Terramar, and many others. The Q3 brings some new technology to the table, including a very interesting design regarding to the operation of your indicator and your gear selector. And to be honest, I am not so sure about that part. In this video, we are going to take a deep dive into its design, the engine, that interior with the weird layout, and many more other stuff. If you are new to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss a new video coming to the channel. Anyway, let's get on with the Q3 video. Starting at the front end, you get a redesigned single frame grille, split headlights with your daytime running light on top, and as usual you can customize it as you like via the infotainment system. Your LED matrix headlights, which it is a first for a small Audi, where it has around 25,600 micro LED on the module and are 13mm wide, but each individual micro LED is around 40mm in size, which it is about half the thickness of a human hair. Quite a weird, interesting fact, I have to say, but that will function as part of your safety systems to warn other drivers on the road. And one new feature of the Q3 is the active warning for lane change, to warn other drivers that you want to change some lanes while in your blind spot. Coming to the side profile, you may recognize that profile. Can you guess it? Can you still guess it? Well, it is the Cupra Terramar, which it shares many parts with that car. So you can definitely see that Terramar influence on that new Q3. And a side note, the Cupra Terramar is not sold in South Africa, unfortunately. The only part on that Q3 is that horizontal shoulder lines, which it will remind you of the old Audi Quattro. Wheels start from 17 inches and goes up to 20 inches in diameter, and you can get them in different designs and finishes. Coming to the rear end, you get some split lights again, which as an option is some OLED tail lights that are customizable and has 36 different segments, which are divided into 6 digital OLED panels. So overall, I think the new Q3 is a decent looking design, but let's be fair, the outgoing generation had a lot more Germanic flavor to the design. In terms of paint colors, there are 11 colors available for your Q3, which I will list them down below in the description box, or alternatively I will put it in the comments down below. And also you can get different terms like your base model, your S-line, which you can fancy it up with some black packages to make it a lot more mean. So now let us talk about the engines, starting with a base 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo with mild hybrid technology attached to that, and it produces 150 PS of power, that is 110 kilowatt, and 250 Newton meters of torque, driving the front wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. For the diesel lovers, you get a 2 liter 4-cylinder diesel with 150 PS of power, that is 110 kilowatt and 360 Newton meters of torque, also driving the front wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. If you want a bit more power, then there is a Quattro version of the Q3, which it has a 2 liter 4-cylinder turbo with 265 PS of power, that is 195 kilowatt and 400 newton meters of torque, driving all four wheels via a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. And finally, we come to the hybrid version of the Q3, which it uses that same 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo, but attached to that is a 25.7 kilowatt hour gross battery, but can only use 19.7 kilowatt hour net battery, and you can drive around 119 kilometers on a single charge. It produces 272 PS of power, that is 200 kilowatt and 400 newton meters of torque, and it has a 6-speed dual clutch gearbox. And to charge that hybrid Q3, you can charge it via a DC of 50 kilowatt, which it will take less than 30 minutes to do it from 10 to 80% of charge. Checking the interior of the Audi Q3, you are welcomed by some projection from the door, a new steering wheel with some touchy buttons, some digital screens which consists of a 11.9-inch driver display and a 12.8-inch screen for the infotainment system. And to be honest, especially that driver display, it looks so small if you ask me. And as you know by now, every single thing is in that screen. So unfortunately, you will have to take off your eyes off the road if you want to adjust some climate control in your Audi. Down below the screen, there are some buttons like your thank you very much button, your drive select button, your burnout mode, start stop button, and your annoying safety systems to turn off some annoying systems. You get your usual 2 cup holders, a storage to put in your phone, and to charge it via a wireless charger. One thing which Audi has done is to reinvent the indicator stalk as well as your gear selector on the right, which to be honest, it was not needed. Let me know in the comments down below on your opinion about that design, especially that indicator side where everything is situated there, like your indicator, your wipers, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. As usual, you can get ambient lighting package pro if you want more ambient lighting in your interior of your Audi. I light panel in the doors, which again you can customize it as you like. A soft wrap interior which extends from the door across the dashboard. An optional sound system with 12 speakers, and that includes a subwoofer and a center speaker, and it has an output of 420 watts of power, and you can customize your sound profile from the sound system as you like. You can get 9 interior packages for your Q3, which some of them are made out of old fishing nets, to bring some eco-friendliness into your Q3's cabin. In terms of boot space, the Q3's boot is around 488 liters of space, but if you move the seat and have it in an upright position, then that will increases by an extra 87 liters of space, and you can do the math for yourselves. If you fold down the seats, then you can get a total capacity of 1386 liters of space, which it is just enough to move house with. Regarding to the suspension, you get a steel suspension, a sports suspension, and a suspension with a 2-valve damper control, which it continuously reacts to the road you are driving while taking into account the parameters like your steering, accelerating, and braking. The damper control is calculated for each wheel at a fraction of a second and provides a better, smoother connection of the body according to Audi. As an option is a progressive steering, which decreases the ratio of the steering towards the end of steering travel, and the steering response can be experienced more clearly while improved feedback from the road. All that means you get more steering feel while driving. Now let us talk about the Q3's safety systems. You get a wide range of safety systems that will keep you safe on the road, and as standard you get Parking System Plus with a distance display, cruise control that includes a speed limiter with a preparation for adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning with emergency assist, traffic sign recognition, attention and fatigue warning with driver monitoring, and active front assist with evasion and turn assist, front cross traffic assist, and front emergency brake assist. The enhanced driving comfort that includes adaptive driving assistant plus, which I guess that will be an option, will help with accelerating, braking, maintaining speed, and keep set distance. Available for the first time on a Q3 is the emergency assistant, which will take over your car should you do not respond to anything, and it will bring you to a complete standstill on the side of the road, which works with the Tech Pro package. It will first warn you via a visual, audible, and haptic, and if you still do not respond, then the car will jolt its brakes to try and wake you up and to put on that "thank you very much" or "be careful" hazard lights on. There will also be an interior camera that will monitor you if you are feeling very sleepy, which you should definitely not do when driving, and for lack of concentration as well. You know, by being on the phone and argue with your wife for something that you did bad to her. The Audi Q3 will be coming to South Africa next year, and in this current moment the outgoing Q3 will start from 740,100 Rand, and as a reminder, the BMW X1 will start from 808,000 Rand and some change, the Mercedes GLA just under 900,000 Rand, and the Volvo XC40 from 842,300 Rand. So I expect the Q3 to come in between the XC40 and the GLA in terms of pricing, or in a worst case scenario, more than them, over 900,000 Rand. But that is just my estimated pricing with the Q3. But whatever model you buy, the Q3 definitely is a 1 million Rand car when spec up with some options. I mean, look at the current Audi A3. Fully loaded, that car will set you back just over 1 million Rand. So it is quite scary that cars like these are crossing the 1 million Rand mark. But anyway, that is just life, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel and that bell icon so that you don't miss a new video coming to the channel, which I know I have been quite quiet over the last 2 weeks. I will tell you why in the next video. I will see you guys in a next video, which hopefully it will be the Honda Amaze or the plug-in hybrid J7 or the Omoda C9. Shop.